And there's a Democratic race for that U.S. Senate seat as well, and there will be quite a competition for that seat in November. Now to a heated race for the District 2 seat on the Hamilton County Board of Education. That race has gotten attention over a controversial political ad, maybe more than one. In this particular ad, you see phrases like vote radical and bringing progressive socialism to the children of Hamilton County. Well, Channel 3's Mary Frances Hoots joins us now with more on this story and how the candidates are focusing today. Mary Frances.
Well, David, this particular school board race in District 2 is between Tom DeCosimo and Marco Perez. They're running for a seat currently held by Kathy Lennon right now. Like you said, this received a lot of attention earlier this week with those false ad campaigns that came through the mail in a series of school debates that got pretty heated last month. But both candidates really just want to put that aside and get the message out to voters today. We spoke with DeCosimo at Signal Mountain at that polling location, and we also spoke with Perez at the Mountain Creek Road polling location. Right now we're at the Red Bank polling location. Parking lot has been full all evening long. A lot of people getting out to vote. One of the main things that Perez says that he is running on is being a voice for teachers and students. With the school year that is kind of up in the air right now, he wants to focus on safety and making sure teachers and students feel safe and advocating for their needs. And DeCosimo is running on his business background. He says 42 years of leading one of the state's largest CPA firms will provide him an advantage over Perez when it comes to budgeting for the school system. He also wants to improve the literacy rate among students, not just in his district, but across the county. Right now it's at 35%. He says he wants to increase that. Everyone should be at a third grade reading level when they leave third grade, and the best way to do that is better preparing our students for the academic year ahead of them.
I believe that if we can get our children ready to learn, that our teachers then will be able to teach, and we will do well. And I'm ready to bring my leadership to make that happen.
So we've been keeping a close eye on this all day long. We'll keep an eye on it until the polls close at 8. There's 11 different polling locations here in District 2. Again, all of them close at 8 p.m., so we will bring you those results whenever we get them, and we will hear from the winner tonight at 11 o'clock. For now, live in Red Bank, Mary Frances Hoots, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, so it's Perez versus DeCosimo in District 2, and there are 2 other contested races for Hamilton County School Board. Channel 3's Jake Chapman is covering the District 1 race. Jake, what's going on there?
Well, David, we're seeing more and more people come to Daisy Church of God to cast their vote for either Rhonda Thurman, who's held this seat for 16 years, or newcomer Stephen Vickers for District 1. You can see right now, there was a line a lot bigger moments ago, but we're seeing people slowly get inside and cast their vote. Now, Rhonda Thurman, as I mentioned, has been a board member since 2004, and she tells me she still has plenty of fight in her about things like the Sail Creek football field being put together and wanting to fix up some of the schools in the district as well. Her challenger, Stephen Vickers, is a data analyst in the area, and he sees the county school system continue to grow, and he believes he is the guy to keep that momentum going. Though they have differences when it comes to certain policies with how the schools should be run, they both agree how important it is to get out there and cast your vote.
In every election it is, and that's why I'm just so glad to see this kind of turnout for this kind of off-cycle election. We don't see a lot of voting usually in this election. We're seeing a whole lot more, but it's just very important that people get out and exercise the right to vote.
Voting is instrumental. We've got to make change. If you want to make change, you got to get out to the polls and vote.
And of course, they kind of broke down a little bit about how campaigning has been a little bit difficult with the pandemic going on. They've not been able to do door-to-door campaigning or have in-person debates like there usually is. They've had to have Zoom debates, and they've done a lot more online campaigning as well. Now, the polls will be closing throughout the county at 8 o'clock. I'll break down the final results for District 1 coming up at Eyewitness News at 11. Live in Saudi Daisy, Jake Chapman, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Jake, thank you. Channel 3's Meredith Aldis is also on the school board election beat. She's live with a look at the District 7 race. How about it, Meredith?
Yeah, Joe Wingate is fighting to keep his spot on the school board. He says he's worked hard the past 4 years to make some much needed changes. Meanwhile, Debbie Myers is fighting to take that seat, and she says she wants to bring change to represent the taxpayers in District 7. As an educator, Wingate ran for the position 4 years ago because of the underperformance of the school district. He believes he helped put a plan together and hopes to continue that. Today, he released a statement commending the school board's work for growth and achievement. And with a corporate and nonprofit background, Debbie Myers hopes to bring change on the school board with conservative principles and business efficiencies. She sent us a statement saying no matter the results, she will still advocate for conservative values. A big topic the candidates disagreed on was the $34 million tax increase budget of 2019. Myers believes the problem is the leadership on the board, and it's causing a divide between the school system and taxpayers. Wingate says the increase was necessary for students and teachers to have adequate resources. There are many critical decisions that the winner is going to be involved in this year due to coronavirus and what school is going to look like with that, including performance, safety, and scheduling. So right now you have a little less than 2 hours to cast your vote. Polling locations close at 8. Reporting live in Chattanooga, Meredith Aldis, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.